The apocalypse won't come from nuclear weapons or rogue AI, but from the cold, calculated blades of forestry machines that can think. Before the trees can whisper their final farewell, the woodcutting universe unveils itself. Machines are no longer tools, they are the main characters. So buckle up, activate your nerves of steel, because you're about to meet the 5 Forestry Titans. Machines that don't just cut wood, they redefine power, precision, and the deadly art of silence. John Deere 1270G, the forest surgery specialist. If wood were a patient, then the John Deere 1270G would be the surgeon who doesn't need anesthesia. With a saw arm as sharp as a Swiss scalpel and artificial intelligence so advanced it makes ChatGPT flinch, this machine doesn't cut trees, it performs flawless surgery, precise from bark to core, so clean even the ants living inside flee wearing helmets. It doesn't work, it operates. One reach, one swivel of the harvester head, then slice. The tree collapses into a yoga pose, as neat as a Marine's push-up routine. You say steep terrain? It smirks, tough tree stumps. It snaps its fingers like a doctor diagnosing minor procedure. John Deere 1270G isn't just a machine, it's a philosophy. It doesn't destroy forests, it restructures them. No roaring like a beast, it hums like meditation music, until the blade glides through like a sushi knife through salmon. Safety note, if you're still using an old gas chainsaw, stay away from the 1270G. It might automatically submit your name to the Museum of Outdated Equipment. Let me know if you need this formatted into a document or used in a script. Komatsu 931XC, the 8-leg warhorse that conquers ice and mud if the Arctic ever hosted the Dakar Rally, the Komatsu 931XC would be the only machine that doesn't need snow tires, because it was born to grip terrain. With its 8 independent wheels, a balancing system that could tightrope over a volcano, and a saw arm more accurate than NASA's GPS, this machine isn't just logging, it's a tech performance staged on ice and snow. Imagine you're in Sweden, caught in a snowstorm, GPS down, lost in the woods, and boom! Through the whiteout fog, the Komatsu 931XC emerges like a frost god riding a steel spider. While other machines are flopping in the mud like stranded fish, the 931XC has already reached the summit, pulled out a thermos, sipped coffee, and exhaled steam like the final scene of an action movie. Komatsu 931XC is a declaration. Top-tier design isn't made to show off, it's made to survive snowstorms and timber delivery deadlines. Let me know if you want this used in a script or formatted for a video voiceover.
to my channel.
Rodney H. 21D, the Silent Godfather. If the world of forestry machines were a mafia movie, the Rodney H. 21D would be the Godfather in a hydraulic suit, emerging from a noise-canceling cabin with a stare as cold as cash and a harvester head powered by artificial intelligence. While other machines scream sirens, rev engines, and wave like they're protesting just to climb a hill, the Rodney H. 21D glides past like a gentleman entering a press conference. Not saying much, just leaving behind a forest neatly humbled like ripe peaches. Its ultra-quiet cabin is so silent you could hear termites chewing wood. In fact, some operators claim they've dozed off while driving, not from boredom, but because it runs smoother than a baby in a Swedish tech womb. As for cutting performance, it fells trees like an old man slicing bananas. Not flashy, no grandstanding, but every cut is a mathematical masterpiece. Tiger Cat 1165, the North American grassland lion. This isn't a machine, it's a slap in the face to the very definition of conventional logging equipment. The Tiger Cat 1165 doesn't ask the forest for permission. It announces that the forest better brace itself. Big, heavy, and growling like a tank, yet it moves with the grace of a jungle cat doing yoga. This six-wheeled beast can hug a tree trunk the size of a power pole, lift it like a lazy house cat, and shred it apart like a teacher grading a spelling test gone wrong. Tiger Cat 1165, it's not just a machine, it's an era of logging that screams North American bear style, consume first, apologize never. Eco-Log 688F, the Eco Wanderer. If other machines are educated street thugs, the Eco-Log 688F is a lumberjack monk, holding its saw like prayer beads. Gentle, precise, and oddly compassionate. Don't let the name Eco fool you. This isn't a toddler's toy. It's a six-wheeled beast the size of a shipping container, powered by green tech and a quiet passion for respectfully slapping the environment. While other machines puff out smoke like a 2004 city bus, the Eco-Log exhales positive climate vibes. Honestly, if forests could talk, they'd probably say thank you before getting cut.
Hey there. Subscribe to my channel.
Ponce Scorpion King, the mechanical-tailed monarch. The Ponce Scorpion King wasn't built to work, it was born to rule. With a 360-degree rotating cabin, like a throne on the back of a mechanical scorpion, the operator doesn't drive it. They conduct a ritual. Its balanced frame meditates on cliff edges, while the central boom swings like a dragon's tail, composing a symphony of timber fare. Think it's just cutting wood? No, it's signing a farewell treaty between tree and earth, where falling leaves are tears and sap is the signature. When the Scorpion King gets to work, every branch falls silent in reverence. This is no ordinary machine. It's the sovereign of the forest, the dream of Finnish engineers and the nightmare of ancient trees. And with terrain-adaptive sensors and active hydraulic suspension, it glides over steep slopes, swamps, and even ancestral forest curses without spilling a drop of oil. Why? Because it doesn't use force. It commands with presence. Log Set 12, HGTE Hybrid, the beast with two hearts. Ever heard of Iron Man? The Log Set 12 HGTE Hybrid is his greener, meaner cousin. One heart roars with the primal power of diesel, feral, fierce, unforgiving. The other hums with the serenity of a Zen monk, quiet, clean, wise. And when these two hearts beat as one, you're not standing in a forest, you're standing in a duet between nature and machine, performed in the key of progress. Logset doesn't fell trees. It convinces them to fall, with reason, with purpose. Its saw isn't just sharp, it's philosophical. Trees bow not out of fear, but out of respect. It doesn't need to roar for attention. The only sound it makes is a purified sigh of filtered CO2, exhaled like a prayer to the earth. And when the battery light flickers on, it's not a cry for charging. It's a gentle reminder to the operator. Even in the heart of industry, we can still choose kindness. Because this isn't a logging machine. It's a message in the shape of metal. And its message is, we can do better. Valmet 890.3, the silent carrier of fallen giants. Valmet is that friend nobody brags about, but when you're down, really down, it's the one who carries you home. No saws, no roars, just a sacred mission to return timber to the world with dignity. It doesn't rush, because trust moves at its own pace. It doesn't seek praise, because it is the emotional infrastructure holding the whole machine ensemble together. While the others take the spotlight, Valmet rolls quietly in the background, 8 wheels moving like a lullaby whispered by Mother Earth herself. Each log loaded onto its back isn't cargo. It's a ceremony, a respectful farewell, a polished procession of fallen giants, carried not with haste, but with honor. And when the day ends and the forest breathes in peace once more, nobody remembers the Valmet, but the trees do. And so does every scarless path it left behind. Because it doesn't cut into nature, it simply keeps its promise.
Hey there. Subscribe to my channel.
Oranidi Akar Sam 208F, the Knight Without a Shield, armed only with faith. This isn't a machine, it's a vow cast in steel, with drive systems as disciplined as a German soldier's stance and a climbing ability like it's scaling a cathedral bell tower with sheer will. The HSM 208F is the embodiment of one phrase: I do not retreat. When the ground turns to soup, it advances. When the sky throws tantrums, it endures in silence. And when the forest holds its breath, HSM is the only sound left, a sound both terrifying and trustworthy. Legends say once HSM got stuck, it went quiet for 30 seconds. Then the earth released it out of fear, because not even gravity tells HSM what to do. It doesn't conquer nature, it negotiates with it through sheer presence, persistence, and pride. And when it rolls past, mud flings off like doubts being silenced. Because this is not forestry. This is faith on 8 wheels. Ponce Ergo 8W Harvester, the 8-wheeled forest warrior that crushes logs and expectations. If the forest is where nature challenges mankind, then the Ponce Ergo 8W Harvester is humanity's big, badass comeback. Not a superhero, not a transformer, but a beefy 8-wheeled beast built to take on hardwoods tougher than grandma's old cabinet. Its 8-wheel system isn't just for show. It glides over rough terrain smoother than your uncle after 3 shots of rice wine. Steep slopes, it climbs. Mud pits, it swims. Boulder fields, it grinds. Basically, wherever people say, there's no way through, the Ponce shrugs and says, hold my chainsaw. This machine is so powerful it makes a 500-kilogram log feel like a baguette, and so smart it can cut, strip, and segment trees faster than you can order lunch online. And with its fuel efficiency and eco-conscious design, it's not just strong, it's green in spirit and easy on the wallet. While other machines are still struggling in the mud, the Ergo 8W has already cleared half the hill and is taking a well-earned coffee break. That's why loggers lovingly call it the 8-wheeled god of productivity. If you're in forestry and don't own a Ponce Ergo 8W yet, it's like entering an Ironman race wearing flip-flops. No matter how hard you try, you're slipping on the first banana peel. Tiger Cat LX 870D, the tree-wrangling beast that tidies up forests. Like a post-festival cleanup crew, ever tried chopping a tree with an axe? If you have, welcome to the 21st century, where the Tiger Cat LX 870D feller buncher works faster than you can blink and bundles trees neater than your mom packs after Tet Holiday. Built for dense forests like those in Washington, where trees grow faster than Starbucks outlets. The LX870D isn't just a machine, it's a forestry project manager in disguise. Cutting trees? No problem. Grouping them together like a forest-themed bento box? Piece of cake. With the looks of a metal beast trained in the art of precision, the tiger cat doesn't barge into the woods like a bulldozer. It steps in like a logistics expert, organizing nature one tree at a time. It knows which tree to cut and which to leave. Basically the HR department of the forest. It saves more time than hitting skip intro on Netflix, and while you're still snapping selfies with the trees, this thing has already cleared a hillside and is sipping coffee in the shade. What's the moral of the story? Simple. Running a logging operation without a tiger cat Tenroid X870D is like cutting hair with a pencil sharpener. Still doable, but painfully inefficient and wildly tragic. The Woodcutting Universe closes its first chapter, but the journey of soul-stirring machines has only just begun. From saw blades that meditate to crawler tracks that seem to think, you've just crossed the boundary between tool and legend. If you believe machines have souls too, hit that like. Comment the name of the machine that impressed you most, and subscribe so you won't miss the next episodes, where machines don't just work, they write epics in steel. Woodcutting Universe, where every cut is a philosophy. Copyright disclaimer. Turbo Talk does not fully own the materials compiled in this video. The materials belong to the individuals or organizations that rightfully own them and should be respected. We use them under the provisions of the copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Fair use is permitted for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. This statement is crucial to maintain transparency and respect for copyright. It is necessary to recognize the importance of balancing the freedom of expression of creators with the protection of copyright holders' rights. We believe in fostering an environment where both can coexist harmoniously, allowing ideas and creativity to flow freely. It is important to ensure that this video complies with YouTube's community guidelines in terms of service, including respecting copyright laws and promoting original content. We strive to provide high-quality content that respects the rights of content creators and contributes positively to the YouTube community. Although our team could not contact the owner of the YouTube channel No Road Baby, we always respect intellectual property rights and copyrights. We would like to quote in the description so that the audience can recognize and leave a link to the owner's channel below. Sincerely, thank you. For any commercial, general, or copyright-related inquiries, please contact us at thiol.synoviet.vm@gmail.com.